In The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 5, Hanrahan interrogates fellow wolf Elise after a team of WLF soldiers secure a hospital where spores are found. What we learn about how a person can now become infected has serious repercussions for the survivors of the cordyceps outbreak. Prior to Episode 5, the known way to become infected is being bitten by someone already infected. But when a WLF unit discovers cordyceps growing on the floor and walls in the hospital basement, it is learned that spores are released, making it hard to breathe and infecting all who inhale the contaminated air.
Execute you. If I was getting executed, Isaac would have come himself. There's a shooting near the borderline between us and the scars. Treaty might be broken. He's dealing with that now. If it's war again, we're going to need all the soldiers we have, so he's wondering why.
Elise explains that the basement is where the infected were taken at the beginning of the outbreak. Thus, the release of spores is associated with later stages of infection.
We cleared the ground floor up to the 6th. A few scattered infected here and there, nothing we couldn't handle. All that was left was the basement, B1, B2, B3. We were expecting the worst, the kind of environment they like. Plus the old-timers said down there was where they brought the first cordyceps patients in 03.
The knowledge that CBI is now airborne is horrifying news for the survivors, but this scenario is not far-fetched. Airborne spores are a concern for the spread of diseases in the world we live in.
So yesterday, that's where I sent a squad down to B1. Nothing. The whole floor was empty, not even rats.
We're aware that some fungi do indeed release spores, so airborne fungal infections are not a surprising development in The Last of Us.
Radio's back. There's cordyceps on the walls, the floor. Chances are they'll find infected next, but that's what they were down there for, so I told him to proceed. 5 minutes later, he radios again. This time he was struggling to breathe. He could hardly talk. I thought maybe he had been bit. I said, Leon, were you bit? He said it's in the air. He said it's in the air.
In fact, in the video game, infection is primarily spread through airborne spores.
So I scrambled my other team, and we locked the only door to B2, and we locked the only door to B1. And we did what Leon said. We sealed them in.
When Elise finds out that CBI is now airborne, she gives the order to seal off the sub-basements of the hospital, trapping her unit among the spores, including her best soldier and son, Leon.
Inform only the people who absolutely need to know and no one else.
So what do you think?
Sergeant Park.
Does discovering that CBI can be transmitted through air help reconcile the series to the video game? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into The Last of Us. Stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.